approached the entrance, there were people lined up down the street, and the gates were open, and they were up and running. I was literally amazed at the number of people who were coming to receive services, and I was thankful that they have the ability to do that.
I think what really struck me when I first got to the hospital was walking in the gate and seeing the statue that's there of, there's a statue of a breastfeeding mother, and just being really amazed that like this was a general hospital, but they were putting mothers, they were putting women right there at the center of it. And it wasn't something you would see at a general hospital in America. It wasn't something you would see in public in America, really. So I was really struck by that, and I think that was something that stayed consistent just throughout my entire time at the hospital, because I spent a lot of time there.
You would see whole families coming into the exam room, like not just the patient. So here it's more individualized care, whereas there, whole families were coming into the exam room.
The sisters and their mission is definitely so important, and it's so needed because they really, really have tackled the baby mortality rates.
So it was really cool to see these local women doing these deliveries, and to know that these were women who probably gave birth maybe in this room. These were women who were maybe born in this room. So it just got me thinking about what a sustainable organization it is, you know, like how it's something that the sisters are passing on to the people there. It's not something that's like invasive. It's not people coming in and sort of like fixing things and, you know, making the people of Chimbote do things our way or something. It's them coming in, giving help, and kind of like putting them on their feet so that these women can continue helping each other and continue supporting each other. It was when I attended a prenatal stimulation class that was supposed to like promote bonding between moms and dads and their unborn babies. So they were doing things like shining lights on their bellies, and they had these like little, it was like a plastic tube, and you would put a suction cup on your belly, and then you would like talk into it. And it was really great because they really encouraged dads to come. So all of these dads were coming, and they were singing songs to their babies and reading stories. And I just saw this one dad, and he's reading this story, and then he stops and he kind of smiles to his wife and he goes, "Hello, I am your father." So it was just really sweet, a really sweet moment to witness.
I just wanted to be able to experience a new culture, so I know how to work with different types of patients when I come back here, whether that is delivering a baby like they did in the Maternity, or doing home care and going into somebody's home and being able to look past anything in their home or how they lived. So I just wanted to keep an open mind no matter what I saw.
While I was there, I was able to see a birth, and that made a huge impact on me, seeing these women come to the Maternity hospital to be able to birth their babies in a safe and clean and, quite frankly, beautiful environment. That because of what we do through the diocese and through this bridge of love and hope, they are able to have the same opportunity that I had when I birthed my 3 children, and that is just walking away from the facility with an experience that you will forever treasure because it's such a beautiful thing.
My name is Paul Castanage, and I'm currently at West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine, and I apologize for not being able to make it to the dinner this evening. I'm currently studying for exams and practicing medicine. And some of the people that we met down there during our trip, a few that come to my mind, is Oscar, who was a middle-aged man. He was suffering from pulmonary fibrosis, which is a life sentence for what will happen soon to be. And the week after we got back from our mission trip down there in Chimbote, Peru, he actually passed away. That was definitely impactful to be with him the week before, and then the week afterwards, him no longer with us.
So I figured I'd be in the orphanage a lot, working with the kids, doing different sensory interventions, different play-based activities. So there was one boy, little 5-year-old child, Santiago, and anybody that was on the mission trip with me knows that Santiago was my little friend. So I remember seeing him for the first time, and it was very, very evident to me that he had some sort of physical disabilities. It was very obvious that if he was in the United States, he would have been getting therapy from the day he was born. So one really memorable thing within the orphanage when I was playing with Santiago was I turned him on his stomach, and I was going to do some, what mothers and babies do is tummy time. I just remember having to glance up, and I just had all 5 caregivers surrounding me with faces with their jaws dropped to the floor with wide eyes, and they were shocked at what Santiago was doing. And Sister Lillian came in shortly after that, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're the occupational therapist. This is great. Please teach them. He needs to be doing this every single day."
The children in the orphanage really touched my heart in several ways. And I think the most lasting impact that I will have is they didn't speak any English, and most of us didn't speak Spanish, or very good Spanish, if that. But every single one of us to them were amiga or amigo. Every single one of us were their friends.
Each and every day we visited with the children in the orphanage, and that was pure joy. The children, although they have very little and have not really been outside the walls of the orphanage, they were very happy children, just universally loving to play and run around.
The barrios were just amazing in the sense of the families that live there. They wanted us to be there to help them in any way possible. They didn't want us there to feel sorry for them, because they don't know anything else but living in that home that they have now.
I think my visits to the barrios were what made the biggest impact on me during my time there. I think that God, throughout our lives, places opportunities before us to remind us that He is the potter and we are the clay, and that no matter how old we are, He is still molding and forming us.
This trip definitely reinforced my faith. Right, like a couple days before leaving for Chimbote, Peru, I had taken my NBCOT exam, my national certification exam in occupational therapy, and right before coming to Peru, I had found out that I failed my exam, and I was devastated. And I think being in Chimbote that first day when we started working, I was like, God has a plan for everything, and I trust His plan, and it's okay, I failed that silly exam. I can take it again and again and again, but I need to be present here because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be here in Chimbote. So I think kind of leading up to the trip with failing the exam and then being in Chimbote and seeing God's magical works and just love, it really helped reinforce my faith that I trust God's plan.
Now, did you take the exam again?
I did, yes, and I have passed. So I'm an OTR.
At the request of Bishop David Zubik, Auxiliary Bishop William Walterscheid, along with 18 pilgrims from our area, rededicated our Bridge of Love and Hope, connecting the people of Pittsburgh with our sisters and brothers of Chimbote. Bishop Francisco Simón Piorno, Diocese of Chimbote, Peru, and Archbishop Nicola Girasole, the Holy Father Pope Francis' personal ambassador to Peru, along with the Chimbote community in February of 2019, reaffirmed our commitment to serving those in need with dignity, respect, and compassion.
I think you guys should certainly, everybody of Pittsburgh should certainly continue to help the people of Chimbote. They describe it as a bridge of love and hope. And if you're from Pittsburgh, you've seen a bridge, you can enter and exit from both sides. And I think that's so evident with, my stories and hearing other people's stories, that you can give, but you also take so much away from the trip. And I just think it's so important that these people, they receive the health care that they need. They need to, get all the basic needs, food, water, shelter. But I think it's also so important for the missionaries that go on this trip. I think it's so important for them to learn about themselves, learn about the people of Chimbote, and then also carry that with them for the rest of their lives.
I think studying English literature is all about being able to listen to stories. It's all about being able to see things from another person's perspective, to be able to really empathize with another person, and to be able to really feel what they're feeling as much as you can. So I think that one of the most beautiful things for me was just being able to be there and to know that these problems are bigger than me. I'm never going to be able to fix someone else's life. I'm never going to be able to, be the one help that they need. But I'm able to sit here and I'm able to really see them.
I think as a nursing student, this is definitely going to help me in the future because I now have had my heart opened in a way that I don't think I could have had it opened here. And this will definitely make me rethink decisions with patients and with people in general.
Catholic Healthcare Mission serving the poorest of the poor in Chimbote, Peru for more than a half a century, through good times and challenging times. It shows how the faithful in 6 counties of our diocese have maintained and strengthened a bridge of love and hope for the people of Chimbote. The completion of the new medical clinic is a loving recommitment to our brothers and sisters in need now and in the future.
I don't know the future, it's one day at a time, but I know I'll be okay with your hand holding mine. So take all my resistance, oh God, I need your grace. One step and then the other, show me the way. Show me the way. God help me.